Oh, oh, I see why you want me to read this. Doc said, also, I just realized we're playing a game about an extremely important location.
Elves.
And
She's
the
one
leader...
of the normal dirty ones.
Not too dirty.
Oh. Okay, that was the thing we walked into. Let me step outside for a moment. Where they're not being racist. And I'll read this. Doc said, also, I just realized...
I forgot about your fucked up arms.
Oh, yeah, they're broken still. Oh well, we'll change that armor in the future, and hopefully it won't happen again. Doc said, also just realized we're playing a game about an extremely important location, and the leadership said location is important too. Getting blown up and us investigating who was responsible on 9/11.
Yep.
Yes, it is in fact September 11th today.
Very topical.
Oh my god. Do you remember where you were? I was in the dentist's office.
I was home because our school was canceled.
Our school was in session. And then shortly after I got there, it got canceled.
Well, I was in Hawaii, and so we were a couple of hours ahead. So...
You mean behind?
Behind? How do time zones work?
If you're in Hawaii, it would have been earlier in the day for you, and it would have been later in the day for me over here on the East Coast. Oh, my arms are so broken, and it's so obvious.
Wait, yeah, I guess ahead. Yeah, ahead.
I was ahead, and you would be behind, yes.
Yeah, so it was around 3 a.m. when that started.
I see what's wrong. Well, among other things, my fingers are fucked and my shoulders are dislocated. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
I don't know. I've
My
never
horrible
seen
goblin arm.
You should talk to everybody.
Doc says he was not a concept even on that day. Doc is baby. Ferb said, I was watching Clifford the Big Red Dog and I was mad that the plane hitting the buildings interrupted my morning entertainment. Oh, Doc said his uncle was in the Pentagon about to go into a meeting which was canceled literally moments before the plane hit the part of the building he would have been in.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Rough
a whole wing of the Pentagon was destroyed.
Yoink. Yeah, I remember that. I also remember a second one was supposed to hit it, but the people on board realized it was going to happen. And
No, that plane was going to hit the White House.
Oh, that was going to hit the White House. Sorry, I thought that one was also headed there. Shows how long ago that was, really. All right, let's talk to Sarah. Let's talk about positive things. Hi, Sarah. My arms are broken.
So, this is it, huh?
Is it busted in the cutscene, I wonder?
Oh, no, it's fine, yeah.
It is.
It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
God, oh. I almost want to go change it, but then I won't have buffs. The Conclave tried.
Go make another piece of armor.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Well, then I suppose we should help them all see that.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
Doc asks if there's any fixes that we can think of on Nexus mods. No.
No.
This is a skeleton issue.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. That sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Oh.
Yeah, you should go and fix up your,
Yeah, three will is not worth having my arms borked for.
Absolutely not. Also, if you talk to her again, you can get her to unlock a bunch of chests down in the dungeon, which you have yet to explore.
Oh, nice. I'll do that in a moment. Let's go do something about this. Thankfully, Solus's arms are not broken. But mine sure are. Which is a shame, I like these armored ones, but every time- Oh, I look like a horrible jangly monkey when I leap. Alright, let's craft a new set of arms. Enchanter coat arms. Enchanter mail arms. Yeah, that's what, these are the ones that are busted. Alright.
Yeah, I've never seen that bug before. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Alright. Let's get some magic and what do we got? Oh, I know. Hi. It's okay. Poor little baby girl. Let's get some extra healing and some, magic. Huzzah. Alright, now
Looks
let's
fine.
modify armor. Good lord. They were so nice too. That's a shame. Oh well. Who's wearing this? Oh, nobody is.
Should serve you well.
Okay. Now that my arms work again, let's resume talking to her so we can get to know Meryl better without all of that. At least the shoes work. Scared they wouldn't.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring
Wait, did I go the wrong way?
to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Not that way, this way. I have to go up one more set of stairs. That's right. Oh, Varric's not. Oh, no, there he is. Varric had to pop in. Alright. After we talk to her and talk to Vivienne, then we can talk to our other people and see if they have anything new to add.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Oh, I can just tell her to fuck off! I need a lockpick.
I was wondering if you could look at some locks for me.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them.
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Whatever floats you. Consider them open, yeah?
Cool.
So now you can go down there and
Chasing
loot
mages,
everything.
that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
What do you think of our friends?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
Let's see. What about... Let's start with Cassandra.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
She is a wall of destruction, yes. Solus?
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
I see. How about Varric?
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Hold on a second. There's weird reverb when I talk? Oh no. Oh, I called her Meryl by accident. Sorry. I didn't mean to call her Meryl.
I don't hear any reverb when I listen to your stream, but
Yeah, I didn't mean to call her Meryl. Just take the arms off of the armor. That's true. I don't have my fan on anymore, so hopefully it's stopped being silly.
Yeah, I don't hear any reverb on your stream, so.
Okay. Alright, that's good. How about Vivienne?
What's
This
your
girl's
opinion
name is
of
Sarah.
Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows.
Oh!
She better.
What about my advisors?
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad.
That'd be true,
Now,
actually.
Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here. Your wish is something, something.
Any thoughts on the Inquisition as a
Is
whole?
the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it? Does this lot even know what they're chasing? Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumor. At least I'm used to that.
Tell me about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about
Fame
your
sworn to
network.
carry your burdens.
It's not
Yes,
mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Have you noticed something?
What? About...
Sarah's taller than you, but you're both elves.
Oh, she is taller than me, yeah.
Just food for thought.
Is she wearing high heels? So she wouldn't be. She's got,
Nope.
like, little shoes. I just can't...
No, she is naturally taller than you.
Interesting.
There
So
are a
that's
lot
a
of
deliberate-
fan theories as to why that is.
Yeah, well, that's a deliberate choice on their part, then, because most models are for more or less the same height. Huh. Was there
That's
ever...
why there are a
Is
lot of
Red
fan
Jenny
theories.
real?
Yeah, I
Or
bet.
was she always just
Seems
you
like to
and
be
your
turned down a little
friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
I see.
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
Suppose. Does it matter?
Shouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
I see. That singer in the background needs to chill out for a second. Yeah, I do kind of wish that she would stop so I could talk to her. What does your group do?
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt Sprain. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I see. Well, that's good to know.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
I see. I thought that you were going to bring people.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Wipers, right? You better believe the ones with wipers deserve it. Right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them. In a million little ways.
So strength in numbers, then.
So lots of little contributions add up in the background, like snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works.
Why
most of the
doesn't she
time.
like my
Friend of
metaphor?
a
It's
friend and little
accurate.
hints. Mind you, you still have to be smart. Don't bet
She's
your life unless you're into that.
Not bright, in
To be
case
clear,
you haven't noticed.
I'm not into that.
Huh. Well, as long as it works, I suppose.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
Okay, I suppose that's all.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, isn't it?
Sorry, 1 second. We have a picky, poopy little kitty who wanted food. And of course, now she's just gonna glare at it, because it wasn't what she wanted. Baby, you woke up Honeybee. Oh goodness, give me a moment to settle everybody down. Everyone heard the food bag and got all excited. Little baby. Here, you can have that food. Now I gotta knock that little marsupial. There we go. Sorry about that. She woke Hanabi up with her demands for food, and Hanabi was underneath my foot like, hey, what's going on?
Something on?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
And it's just nice knowing other elves.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Oh!
Why not?
Well, maybe you're alright. But most elves are too elfy. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
You don't think there's any value in traditions?
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not like an elf.
I see. Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
No that's worth mentioning?
There are no connections you want to mention at all.
Nope. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Okay, well, who taught you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
It's only like that when I'm boasting.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Uh-huh.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
Yeah, so you'll notice she has a thing about elves.
Yeah.
Particularly Dalish elves.
I have some ideas, or rather, some interesting notions, just based on the couple of things that she said, combined with the fact that she said, hey, she's taller than you, and people have theories. She's not a regular elf, I don't think. Or at least her family may not have been. I don't know what that means exactly, like, what's not a regular elf.
Well,
but
here's the thing.
There's something...
Dragon Age doesn't have half races.
That is true.
Alistair is technically half elf. His mother was an elf. But he doesn't have any like the dwarves, for example. They're just like their dwarves are just like if they have a child with a human, they just look like dwarves.
It's whatever race's genes are dominant is what they're gonna come out looking like.
Exactly. Humans who have children with elves just look like humans.
Yeah, except for the one half-elf kid we saw who had slightly smaller ears and a slightly different face. But 2 also played around with the physical dimorphism between the races more.
Mm-hmm.
This one not so much, but
yeah. This one returned back to the original vision.
Yeah. It's too bad. I actually did like the more cat-like faces that they had, but whatever. It's not a game breaker. But, like, that makes me think that she's got heritage that isn't just Dalish or City Elf. Like, maybe it's human, maybe it's Qunari, since she's taller. But what I think is most interesting is the fact that she's intuited things, and to her, it doesn't sound like, oh, I practiced it and practiced it and practiced it, and then eventually I got it right. This sounds like one of those, like a weird gifted anime protag thing, like when they're like, oh, I picked up the bow and I just knew how it worked. I just got it and nobody told me how. It'd be like if a mage was self-taught. They're like, I don't know, I just sort of stared at the trees a while and it makes sense now. You'd be like, that's nuts. Oh, it looks like I got more stuff in my box.
Good day.
Let's see what's in it. Special shipment. Hello? Box? Oh, well, I activated it and nothing happened. So I guess there wasn't anything in the box. Oh well.
Good day.
So yeah, I think just based on that she's probably not a regular elf, and perhaps that's why she doesn't seem to like Dalish elves. Maybe they gave her a lot of guff about it, or maybe they were like, you know, like with the boy that was the special kind of dreamer magic person. Freedom for the bird. I wish I could let the bird out. I can't. So I don't know, maybe she's like that boy from the previous game who had the crazy fade walk powers, you know? And so she doesn't like talking to elves that are more interested in tradition.
As we get deeper into the game, there's a specific point that I will tell you what the community's theories are.
Okay, and that's fine. I figured that you probably would, or the game would give me hints or something. That's just how it seems to me at the moment. Is I think she's part something else. Possibly Qunari, since she's taller. But she doesn't have horns, and I feel like if she had a Qunari family member, or if she does, that'll definitely come up later. Alright, Varric, do you have anything new to talk to me about?
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Okay, I don't have any new things to
Thanks,
ask about.
Varric.
No problem.
Okay, so Varric doesn't have anything new to talk about.
Yeah, you can, if you go down to the training field, Colin will be available to speak to, I believe.
Oh, okay. Cassandra's down there too, but we'll see if Colin's down there as well.
Yes, no, I know Cassandra's down there, but Colin's spot is...
Oh, yeah.
To me, child, and I shall embrace you.
Oh, he's somewhere. Oh, there he is. Excuse me. Hi, bro.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims.
Well, that's good.
None made quite the entrance you did.
I like to stand out, I guess.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Oh my god.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
So you trust in the Inquisition?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Wow, he really has kind of matured quite a bit.
It's been 4 years since that, but yes, he is a fan favorite romance.
I can see why. He is cute, and now that he's matured, he doesn't seem like such a sourpuss anymore, you know? Trauma can really get in the way of making you attractive to somebody.
I think you will be very interested to see how his character progresses.
Mm-hmm. Cullen was there the day Anders evolved from tanky to tingle. Oh god, Doc, you're not wrong, but damn.
And that's a hell of a blurry line to cross for tankies.
Cullen has a magnificent fur collar. He does. I actually like that it's got some touches of red in it, and it's not just like a flat black or brown.
Yeah, it's very pretty to look at.
I really thought this through.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
What was that saucy little grin there? Alright. I'm assuming he doesn't have anything more to say to me. Although I suppose I could try talking to him. Let's see if he's got anything else to say.
Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know about?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
Okay. Tell me about your colleagues.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
What about Josephine?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
I see. How about Liliana?
How do you like working with Liliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
How about the soldiers? How are they doing?
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training new recruits.
I see. I have no more questions.
I should let you get back to work.
Alright, and I think that was all the new stuff he had. Before I talk to Cassandra, I'll comment on what Doc said. Thank you, ma'am. Hush. Doc said, well, you'd be surprised how much trauma can play into making someone attractive to some people as well. I mean, why do you think Anders is somehow still a popular-ish romance option? It's that deep urge to fix him. That's true. Although I think that in the case of, like, somebody's traumatic past making them more attractive to somebody, probably, at least in my opinion, comes from a specific sort. Like the Ruby kind of character, if that makes sense. It's the one that's just like, I'm just so very sad, and I could just use a hug and somebody to listen to my sadness of how mean the world was to me. Except in Anders' case, you then find out that he wanted to blow up the church, and that's like, no. There are people in there, completely innocent people, and the one woman who could fix this, and you're going to put a bomb inside? Whereas, like, Cullen is, like, you know, he's gone through trauma, and his reaction to it, instead of being, you know, morose about it and playing to your sympathies, he's more like a don't touch me, go away. I don't want to be near anybody ever, especially not if you're magic. Which can sour some people to that sort of personality, and so they don't like that. Which I think is why, comparatively, more people are on the, I don't like Cullen boat, as opposed to Anders' everything is sad and everything terrible ever happened in my life, and if somebody would just hug me.
Don't get it twisted. Far more people hate Anders than hate Cullen. There's just a base of people who really don't like Cullen for some reason.
It's probably because he was kind of a dick in the second game. but that makes sense.
I mean,
because
was
again,
he though? Like he kind of wasn't, to be honest with you.
Maybe the better description would be he was prickly, and people don't like it when people are prickly. Like they don't like the brother because he's prickly.
Well, it's like people will play people will play an RPG and a person is like mildly rude to them, and they're like, they have to die. They're evil. I don't like them. And I'm like, are you okay? Like, when you encounter a person in real life who's like mildly rude to you, do you wish death upon them? Like, what's the matter?
I mean, if you do, you may want to talk to somebody. That's not a normal human reaction.
Get your head screwed on right, bud?
I guess that, I that makes a lot of sense, and like, I'm immediately reminded of how when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, everybody was like, I hate Lizelle, she's a bitch. But when I saw some of the game that you'd played and some of the analysis that various people had done on her character, it's like, nah, she's acting that way because she's scared, and she's falling back on the values of her culture because she thinks it will save them, and she's getting angry every single time you don't follow them because she's so frightened.
Yeah, people will grant characters people will grant characters such as like Fenris or
you know what, I'm gonna do maintenance while we chitter chatter so that we're not staring at nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
But no, people will grant characters like Fenris or Astarion with a degree of charitability that they do not grant female characters who are prickly.
Yeah, that's true.
They have to like if a female character is prickly in a specific way, they'll be accepting of it. But Lizelle is prickly in a more masculine presenting way, in that she's like willing to beat the shit out of you at any moment. Like she threatens great physical harm upon you, whereas characters like Vivienne or Morrigan or Yennefer are prickly and thorny, but in a like a tsundere kind of way, where it's like, haha, it's the male version of I can fix her. It's like more like, I'm sorry, but if you're a Morgan stan, you're the male equivalent of I can fix her.
You're the problem.
Like that's the masculine version.
Oh, I can make it plaid. Well, I can't make it plaid actually. It's all wrong.
Some things can be plaid in this game.
I don't have enough stuff to make it plaid. But sorry, you were saying.
No, but yeah, it's like people are more willing to give characters like Astarion or Fenris or Anders or whatever more leeway than female characters in the same boat. Like, I've seen far more people object to Meryl on like a fundamental level than people who would object to, say, Morrigan, even though Morrigan is just a worse person at that point. Doc says I used to be a Morrigan stan, and still am in some ways.
Good.
Now I'm mostly an Alistair stan. Oh, the problem, don't get me wrong, the problem isn't people liking Morrigan. It's fine. Like, if that's your proclivity, then embrace it. I romance Morrigan in most of my playthroughs as well. However, it's the double standard of granting characters like Morrigan or Yennefer more leeway than you would a male character or a female character. It's just interesting that people will grant those characters leniency.
Moment of truth, will we break her? We don't break Vivienne. Okay.
Vivienne is unbreakable.
Yeah. Well, I gave her the male arms, and it would not be broken because I guess this with the bits.
I can't wait to see how you're gonna react if you take her hat off.
Well. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed.
I kind of expected her to have a big, fancy, like, cone-twisted hair buns or something.
I'm disappointed with the hair, not because I don't think that women can't have hair like that. I'm disappointed because I know that hair is a cop-out because they didn't want to make any additional hair
because
options.
They were hoping you wouldn't ever take the hat off.
Well, it's just a cop-out because they knew that you can put the hat back on her.
I wanted to see if somebody else can wear it. No, wait, nobody else can. Only she can.
Ferb says skimping on black hair. Yeah, there's an element of that because, I'm sure you noticed, there are no black hair options other than buzzed.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great. There's not a lot of great hair.
I was very disappointed when I saw the lack of hair. I was like, oh, come on. Really?
Let's make some cool armor for, our girl.
For Vivienne?
No, not Vivienne.
Don't worry about crafting stuff. You're gonna... This early on, don't craft stuff. Don't worry about it. It's not until mid-game.
I was just doing it because we were talking about character stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt it by talking with other people.
Let's go.
Yes?
Hello. Anything new?
I have some more questions. Why am I not surprised?
Can I ask what happened to your brother?
I agree Vivienne rocks the buzz cut. It's just the reasons why she has the buzz cut makes me mad.
Ah, I see. It's not the hair. It's the thoughts behind the hair.
Or yeah. No.
Yeah. Doc says, to be fair, she does rock the shaved look, but also, yeah, it's very stupid reasoning nonetheless. Doc also said, she almost looks like she would have, she would need an ethnic version of, like, beehive hair. Yeah, like, I expected that she would have, like, little, like, bound-up cone buns or something to go inside the little parts of her hat. Like, if anybody else here has watched Sailor Moon and knows what, Chibi Usagi's hair looks like, I was thinking she would have hair like that. But yes, what happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Ah, she just doesn't want to.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay. All dialogue has been exhausted.
A child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Preach it. Send your kids to school. Teach your children to read. I don't know why that's suddenly a problem, but apparently it is.
Who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light
I think that fire is still fire, ma'am. I'm just being a shit. Ignore me. Hey!
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
It's funny that you can read.
The way he says goodbye is so, like...
Goodbye.
Yeesh! It's very intense and brooding.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's see. What do we got here? The threat remains. What is this? The war room. Okay.
You should go and poke around the dungeon.
Yes. I was gonna go in here anyway, but yeah, I was gonna go look at there because we asked Sarah.
Also, if you turn around, Liliana is in a tent that you can talk to her.
Oh, she is.
Walk safely.
Hey, Liliana. Hello.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this?
Oh.
What's his game?
She's angry.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
You know I don't actually speak for her, but I'm gonna say I'm as confused as you are.
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us.
Now.
He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I would say it's the killer's fault, but I also understand why.
I am gonna warn you here.
Hmm?
Much like how you can much like how you can soften Alistair or harden Alistair, you can soften or harden Leliana.
I see.
So your dialogue options do matter here.
Okay.
So if you want to soften her and have her be really who she is, which is a gentle soul.
Yeah.
Or if you want to harden her for her job, that's up to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to extend my sympathies because I like her and I don't want her to be sad. I would have romanced her if I hadn't liked Alistair more.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you then.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Oh. Oh, she does not want to talk to me. Okay.
So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Doc says
Not as
that
well as I thought. Show me the report.
it's not that I was too loud, it's that you're too quiet.
Oh,
So
I'm too
turn
quiet.
me and yourself up. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. See, like I said, I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones, so it's hard for me to hear myself. Which is why I don't normally wear those kinds of earbuds, but it makes the volume of the game easier on my ears. Ah! I can't win! So I'm trying to talk louder, or loud enough to hear myself, but not so loud that I'm like, you know, peeking in the microphone and stuff, so. Maybe get closer to the microphone. See if that helps. Alright, let's go inside. Hello!
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
Yeah, it went poorly.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Yeah, going was worth the risk, though.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
That was a bit harsher than I thought it would be.
And we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Yeah, the neutral option will. It doesn't really matter, but if you haven't made up your mind yet, you must choose soon as a neutral option.
Okay, I was just about to ask you. I'm like, wow, is it making me choose a side like right
No,
now?
you will have to make a choice, and
Okay.
I will tell you this because this is important to know.
Yes.
Your choice, whoever you do not choose, that faction is pretty much doomed. I'm letting you know now. Because I wish I had known that when I played this game the first time. So, whoever you do not choose is doomed.
Oh, that sucks, because I want to save both of them. Oh, no! Oh, okay, well, we're in the process of meeting people. Well, I'm kind of suspicious as to what that dude's doing, so let's go find the Templars first.
I think the Templars are worth investigating.
I agree. What could the Lord Seeker be up to?
Well,
We
just know
shouldn't
that
discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
just know that your choice is not being made here. You will not have an opportunity to investigate the Templars without committing to them first. You can poke around Redcliffe, so I do recommend soon, not immediately. You can go and explore other places, but I do recommend at some point soon you should go back to the hinterlands because Redcliffe will be open to you now.
Okay.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Okay, so that was more of an input than a choosing where to go next.
There is one other matter.
Yes.
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished.
Oh.
I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Oh no. That is a problem.
You're gonna find that this game, the theme of this game is, you thought it couldn't get worse,
but then it did. Oh, good.
But then it did.
But then it did. Great. So now the Grey Wardens have disappeared. Oh no, that's
everything
bad.
is snowballing out of control.
Hey, that's concerning.
That does sound odd. I agree.
They're not supposed
The others
to.
have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Yeah, no kidding. There aren't any Darkspawn yet, but if they've all up and skedaddled. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we should probably go to see the mages first then if everybody's in the hinterlands.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the hinterlands immediately. There are 2 other locations that are open to you. Before you do anything else, though, no, don't go into there. You have the dungeons to explore. You have people in here to speak to. You also need to go to the monster research table and turn some stuff in. Looks like you have a quest over there. You need to talk to Vivienne.
That's true. I do need to talk to Vivienne. There's so much happening. Oh, she really did just open everything up. That's great. Yay, books. The Disciples of Andraste. The Disciples of Andraste are unique in all of history. The cult preceded the Chantry and kept itself so hidden and isolated that it actually survived to modern day. The Disciples made their home high in the Frostback Mountains in a village called Haven, which is where we are, which is now a sanctuary for pilgrims of the Chantry. It is understood that the Disciples were descendants of the first followers of Andraste, who brought her ashes to Ferelden and built the temple to house it. Oh, those were the guys in the first Mikey's Alex is very vocal player. Powered by Mikey GPT. Oh my goodness, Mikey. Weren't these guys, the cults, the disciples of Andraste, weren't those the guys who started praying to a dragon in the first game? When we came here?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
The disciples of Andraste, weren't those the guys who went kind of nuts and started praying to a dragon thinking she was Andraste in the first game? When we went when we were trying to go inside the temple to get the sacred ashes?
Yes, I believe that is who they are referring to.
Let's see. It is understood that the disciples were descendants of the first followers of Andraste, who brought her ashes to Ferelden and built the temple to house it. Because they had pledged themselves to the keeping of the Temple of Sacred Ashes, the disciples of Andraste never left the Frostbacks. For 900 years they kept strangers away, killing all who came close, and were completely oblivious to the world that advanced beyond the boundaries of their home. Having developed separately from the traditions of the Andrastian chantry, the disciples were led by revered fathers. However, little else is known about the original beliefs of the disciples, for they had turned from their noble heritage by the time they were discovered. Almost all scholars believe that the centuries-long isolation imposed upon the village led to the necessity for inbreeding. This practice likely led to the greater incidence of madness, which may explain why the cult was, at the time of its discovery in 930, was worshipping a high dragon. Okay, yeah, so that was in Origins. According to writings discovered in Haven, the disciples of Andraste showed reverence to the dragon, believing it to be the prophet reborn. Which, if they had a logical reason to believe so, just lends more credit to my my slowly blossoming theory that Andraste is actually Flemeth. Let's see. The egg clutches and dragonlings for the dragon were afforded great honor for being, quote, Andraste's offspring, and were cared for by the cult. The dragon never attacked the cult, being cunning enough to recognize how this arrangement benefited it. In 930 Dragon, the disciples were wiped out by the hero of Ferelden, who was on a quest to retrieve the sacred ashes of Andraste. Ho ho. I guess that's why it asked me if I had killed them or not. Like what I'd done with the ashes. Let's see. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. There was once a tiny fishing village on the waking sea that was set upon by the Tevinter Imperium, which enslaved the villagers to be sold in the markets of Minrathous, leaving behind only the old and the infirm. One of the captives was the child Andraste. She was raised in slavery in a foreign land. She escaped, then made the long and treacherous journey back to her homeland alone. She rose from nothing to be the wife of an Almari warlord. Each day she sang to the gods, asking them to help her people who remained as slaves in Tevinter. The false gods of the mountains and the winds did not answer her, but the true god did. The Maker spoke. He showed her all the works of his hands, the Fade, the world, and all the creatures therein. He showed her how men had forgotten him, lavishing devotion upon mute idols and demons, and how he had left them to their fate. But her voice had reached him, and so captivated him that he offered her a place at his side that she might rule all of creation. But Andraste would not forsake her people. She begged the Maker to return, to save his children from the cruelty of the Imperium. Reluctantly, the Maker agreed to give man another chance. Andraste went back to her husband, Mafrith, and told him all that the Maker had revealed to her. Together they rallied the Almari and marched forth against the mage lords of the Imperium, and the Maker was with them. The Maker's sword was creation itself. Fire and flood, famine and earthquake. Everywhere they went, Andraste sang to the people of her Maker, and they heard her. The ranks of Andraste's followers grew until there were a vast tide washing over the Imperium. And when Mafrith saw that the people loved Andraste and not him, a worm grew within his heart, gnawing upon it. At last the armies of Andraste and Mafrith stood before the very gates of Minrathous. But Andraste was not with them, for Mafrith had schemed in secret to hand Andraste over to the Tevinter. For this, the Archon would give Mafrith all the lands to the south of the Waking Sea. And so, before all the armies of Elmari and of Tevinter, Andraste was tied to a stake and burned, while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. But as he watched the pyre, the Archon softened. He took pity on Andraste and drew his sword, and granted her the mercy of a quick death. The Maker wept for his beloved, cursed Mafreth, cursed mankind for their betrayal, and turned once again from creation, leaving only Andraste with him. Taking only Andraste with him, and Our Lady still sits at his side, where she still urges him to take pity on his children. I say. Yike. Alright. What's in the box? There were plants in the box. The Black City. No traveler to the Fade can fail to spot the Black City. It is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place, which is interesting, that everyone can see it from wherever they are in the Fade, and it never changes, but everywhere else does. It's always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker from whence he ruled the Fade, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was, perhaps, the least of their worries. Because that's when the Blight started happening, too. Which everybody that believes in Andrasteism has told us is the Maker punishing us for going into the Black City. Anything in here? Oh. Tasty herbs and money. There's nothing in here. Really? That's not anything? Oh, no, it is. Okay. A misplaced note. Notes written by one of the scholars responsible for restoring Haven. The notes have obviously come loose from a ledger of some sort. It took weeks of scrubbing bloodstains from the stone. One of two things is true. Either stone is more porous than I thought, or Maker's beard. There must have been a lot of blood. How many people died? I'm so relieved I didn't have to deal with the altars of sacrifice the first arrivals found. Those were tossed off a cliff, I think. So now we just have to deal with the stains on the walls and the floors. If this doesn't clean up in a day or two, I'm asking for some fresh plaster. We can cover them up. Still, it's not all bad. Haven is a beautiful place, and while working in the dungeons, we found scraps of paper with writings that looked like Brother Ferdinand Genitivi's. He was held here for weeks before the hero Ferelden found him. Oh, this is the basement that we went to that one time, where we found him. Alright, let's see. Anything in here we might... Nope. Anything over here? Okay, we have checked the basement. Unless there's another basement on the other side of the building. Every time I go by, I smash my head into the brazier.
Vivienne, you can speak to as well. It looks like you also have a quest.
Yeah, speak to the messenger.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed.
Oh, here's Vivienne.
Then the
oh,
I
didn't put her hat back on. I thought I had.
No, she doesn't wear the hat and when she's her casual wear.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd accidentally taken her hat off for her.
You've never been to a circle, as far as I can tell, yet you're remarkably skilled. Were you self-taught?
I was trained by my keeper.
Not at all. I studied magic with Keeper Deshana. I have heard about the traditions of magic among the Dalish keepers, but it's all third-hand. In my own experience, nothing is more deadly to a young mage than a lack of knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes the current state of things precarious. What do you imagine will happen if the circles are not restored? Do you foresee the Dalish taking us all under their wing?
I mean, Maybe.
Don't construe this as her like being angry at you. She's not being accusatory to you.
She's trying to be practical. She's miffed about the nonsense that this is all causing as a
Yeah, it's not directed at you.
Yeah. She's just miffed. Ferb said, fancy hat is not casual. Who would have thought? Okay, let's see. This chaos harms everyone.
The war benefits no one. It must end,
Vivian
and
greatly
order
approves.
must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
Oof.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Frankly, nobody should have that power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
I'm surprised she was not mad at me saying that. Although, from the sound of things...
Well, of course she's not mad about you having saying that you shouldn't have power. She doesn't want you to have power.
I said nobody should have that power. That's why I was surprised she didn't get peeved about it.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. What she heard was nobody but her should have that power.
Oh, I see. Nobody but Vivienne should have that power.
Can you tell that I'm a little bit not all that keen on Vivienne? I'm not gonna color you. I want you to learn more about her. I think you'll like her.
Well, thus far, I get the vibe that she's not really a believer in the faith, exactly. I know that she is very keen on accruing power for herself. I'm not entirely sure to what ends yet, though. But I know she hasn't, at least thus far, been irresponsible with it. And she's not Anders, says Ferb, so that's true. She is not Anders. I also get the vibe that, much like Liliana, she is very upset by the death of Justinia. And I am trying to remember if anybody commented saying that she and Justinia knew each other, or that she'd, met with her before or something. But it...
Who, Vivienne?
Yeah.
Vivienne was the head enchanter in Orlais. You can talk to her now and learn more about that.
Yes?
Can you tell me about the circle?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course.
Sorry, me saying you can talk to her about that made it sound like I was like, you'll do it now. That's not what I meant. Now, as in, why I was about to tell you, and then I was like, wait, why am I going to tell you? You could just talk to her now.
You can just ask her.
Sorry, it was not directed at you.
It's okay. What is circle life like?
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
Oh my god, a person more reasonable than Anders!
I mean, let's not give her points for being more sane than Anders.
I mean, that is the bar is in the dirt at that point. I think you could trip over the bar. It's not difficult to surpass the bar that we buried. Doc says, Vivienne is great if you want a pearl-wearing old guard conservative to smack-talk somebody. Well, what about your experience?
So tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And there is comfort to be had, you know, in the company of fellow mages. Those born without magic will never truly understand us.
I see. Doc said, I still want to see a cat fight between her and Anders, and I want to see her dragging him through the mud. She would! She would, because the instant he opened up his mouth and started talking about how every mage is treated like blah blah blah, she would whip right around and she'd be like, is that so? Because that was my problem with it firsthand, is that while on the whole, I agree with Anders that I do not like the way that circles are handled, because even if it's the nicest, you know, the nicest place in the world with the best teachers and the best food and the best entertainment, a cage is still a cage, and people should not be forced to go to a place they don't want to go. It's not good for them, and it's not right. However, I take umbrage with his notion that, therefore, all people who have worked in a circle or had a good time in a circle or can't think of a better idea than the circle are just all horrible demons that should be burned alive. That's not the solution to this problem. That's like, I think I mentioned this actually the last time we talked about Anders' nonsense, is, I had a former friend who hated how the public school system worked, and so her solution was just that all public schools and private schools should be shut down and children should just be homeschooled. And I went, bro, if you've got problems with how the schools are run, then, you know, petition to fix them. Throwing them out the window will not solve the problem. It will make things worse. So, yeah.
I was homeschooled for 1 year. Everyone involved with the homeschooling process was like, this is awful, what the fuck? And we went right back to school.
Everybody suffered. Yeah, well, as soon as you said I was homeschooled for 1 year, the first thought I had was, oh, your mom must have hated that. I'm sure she did.
It's a lot of work. There's a reason teaching is a full-time profession.
Oh, yeah.
And also, in terms of in socialization and things like that, most people that I've known who have been homeschooled are in not a great spot when it comes to that.
Yeah. Oh, Ferb and Doc are talking about how Vivian and Anders are different. And Doc said, I've never met a mage who wanted power. And Doc replied with, Vivian is literally the perfect immediate example of that, though.
Yes, I was going to say when I saw that, meet Vivian.
Meet Vivian, the mage who wants power. To what end? I don't know. But she does indeed want it, as did Anders, but he's the hypocritical pain in my ass, so... Ferb also said, I just want to be able to shoot lightning at people I don't like. Yes, people who upset me, personally. That's why I want to hit them with lightning. Was it hard being confined?
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility.
They
All
do?
that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive, perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
They did? Because that's literally what I said I wanted them to do.
Yeah. So
about
a couple things.
Oh, Mikey has some corrections.
No, Vivian is correct. But there are a couple of asterisks that need to be added.
There's a lot of
getting permission from the head enchanter is doing a lot of legwork there. Yes, most circles were like that, but not all.
Yeah.
I mean, we've physically been to 2 circles.
Oh, that did not allow such a
That
thing. I
did
know.
not allow for such a thing. So.
Yes. That's why I was aghast when she went, oh, they'll let you go. I didn't even live in the circle. What? Let me guess. She comes from a noble family, doesn't she?
2 things you should keep in mind. Vivienne is a legitimate counter perspective. Mm-hmm. She is showing you that the circles aren't the terrible prison for most mages that some of the other more biased mages that you've encountered, like Anders, might lead you to believe. Your experience in Kirkwall is telling you that all circles are like that. This is not the case. Mm-hmm. The other thing to keep in mind with Vivienne, though, and so that you need to balance this perspective out, is Vivienne is coming from one of the freer circles. She enjoyed power. She got to participate in the game.
That's true.
She enjoys more power and status than most other mages could only dream
of. She's the head enchanter now, so she's in charge of the circle.
What remains of it. Whatever is left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I also get the vibe from what she is saying that she came from a well-to-do family, so she was pretty privileged to begin with. So, but just hearing that that's an allowance that can indeed be made, it's like, well, then fuck, let's start there. Let's see about passing, rulings, I guess legislation in this case, that causes the circle to, let's make that process something easier, something that can be done for people without having to go and kiss the first enchanter's ass. Like, that shouldn't be, it should not be difficult asking for permission to live in your own home from the first enchanter as it is to ask for a real-world presidential pardon. Which, as you can imagine, is an incredibly lengthy process, and there's a limited amount of them. So, you have to convince them that you're one of the special people that deserves one of those, because you totally learned your lesson. I'm sorry, slightly sarcastic in that last one. There are plenty of people who definitely do deserve them, but I digress. Wasn't the circle disbanded? Huh?
If the circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved.
That is
Many
true.
of the first enchanters
changed,
voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the circle in 2. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
I see. I do love her cool riding boots, I must say. Does this mean that you replace Fiona?
If you led all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Ah, she wants to do the Grand Enchanter, does she? But only if it means something. How did the rebellion start exactly?
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers.
That was Anders.
Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Ferb said Anders does not even get named. His legacy is just a rogue mage. And you know what? Good. People who do things like that should not be remembered. Being remembered for it just encourages other people who are equally cuckoo and on the fence of doing it themselves. Also, I like her point of view on this, because even though I know that she's interested in gaining power for herself, it at least comes off here like most of her outrage comes from the fact that A, this was an incredibly stupid thing to do because it just made people's point of view of mages even worse, which it did, and that it's going to cause so much bloodshed that does not need to happen, that is, again, only going to make things worse. Yeah, her anger does seem well placed. Her anger seems to come from a place of much like I said, is like, you know, burning it to the ground doesn't fix this issue. You know, throwing it out the window doesn't solve the problem. And she's over here with her head in her hands going, guys, please, it's just making it worse. And she is correct in that regard, because as we saw, both mages and the Templars are, you know, it's not like there's one side that's doing a bunch of good. Yeah, unlike a certain rogue mage, cough cough. Yeah, just because she's hungry for power doesn't mean she's stupid and short-sighted, said Talk. You know, unlike somebody we know. Somebody who had their name redacted.
Don't get me wrong. My dislike for Vivienne is not because she's stupid. Actually, it's because she's, I think, far too smart for her own good.
Somebody we knew. Yeah, someone knew. Did you know
Fiona? You'll see what I mean when you get to know Vivienne more.
Mm-hmm. Did you know Fiona?
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Ooh! Oh, she has opinion!
Oh, I think your opinions of Fiona are gonna get worse when you learn who Fiona is.
Oh, I'm sure that she's probably got a point, because the people who made this game would not have had her sass like this about somebody who is actually good and competent at their job.
It's not
like,
You'll see. You'll judge for yourself.
She is literally over here spilling the tea. I can see why Peter likes her. She is extremely sassy. And Pete loves sassy characters. Do you think they were justified?
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away?
It certainly was
not. By all means, protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder.
I fully agree with that.
By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Yeah, that's a problem, but like I said, it's also not like there's like, oh, the Templars are the good guys here, or oh, the mages are the good guys here, because both of them are out there murdering completely innocent people for no reason. So if Grand Enchanter Fiona is in charge of all these mages now, she is doing an absolute shit job.
Yeah.
Doc said, you know, I want to know what she would have thought of Wynn. No, she might have liked
I have thoughts on Fiona, but I'm going to reserve sharing them until
we actually meet her. Other than to go, yeah. Mages are fighting mages?
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin. But Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
I see. Yeah, Ferb says, you know, I mean, murdering innocent people is historically accurate, because during the Crusades, whole towns were massacred. Yeah. Well, that's true. doesn't mean I think it's anywhere near a good idea. It certainly does not put either of these people in a these groups in a position of, but these are the good guys. No, they're not. I'm sure that plenty of them have, like, I'm sure that both sides have plenty of good points, but that still does not erase the fact that they're out here killing these people. And in the Templars' case especially, the people that they are supposedly, supposed to be protecting from the big bad evil mages. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what else we can ask her.
Yes?
There was more.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
There was other stuff I didn't get to ask.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Can I ask about the Templars?
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarans or men. I have known some who are impossible to endure and some who are utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royaux. Personally, I found the Templars
that's how you say.
tool,
That's how you say Val Royaux. You say Val Royaux
at bay.
Val Royaux, yes.
She said it with like a W.
It's pronounced Val Royaux.
Yes.
Hello. That's not what I wanted to ask. I was thought that tell me about yourself. She'll be down here.
Just letting you know, not a romance option.
Oh, she's
Cannot
not
romance her. She's not romanceable. To
That's
Peter's
fine.
great dismay.
Tell me about
I'd
you.
like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Where are you from? Exactly.
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
I see. The investigation still gives me this option. No. How did you become a quarter?
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
I see. So you married the Duke, then?
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine?
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous.
I'm his mistress.
Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance.
Oh! She is!
I'm Bastien's mistress.
I was kidding. All right. Well, that would be why she's not interested in a relationship. Redeemed, abandoned in-game action, no flirting with Vivienne, even once. That's fine. I wasn't going to. It is illegal. What did his wife think of that, though?
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together.
Oh, well, shit.
She was a
I'm
great
glad she got
patron
along
of
with
the
him.
arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago.
Oh.
The poor dear.
Oh. So what does the court enchanter do exactly?
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing card tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
I see. Doc banned me from not flirting with Vivienne, so now I must.
Do you think that you and I might someday...
I don't see how that benefits me in the slightest, my dear.
Rejected!
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I will find them then.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
Anything else I can ask her? Nope. I can only fail to flirt with her over and over again now. Alright then. There's a messenger right outside here. Hello, Krem.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Oh, aren't you cute? What's up, my dude?
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bull's Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
I have heard things of this Iron Bull. Apparently he is a fan favorite. So, what's up with your company?
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
I see. What about your leader?
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns.
Oh boy.
He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Interesting. Why'd you give us this message, then?
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
Alright, well, I welcome the help.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
I also look forward to meeting this Iron Bull. I want to know what all the fuss is about.
Let's just say there are a lot of people who want to use him as a bed.
Get you that many healing drafts, Revered Mother?
If he cannot, then he may simply tell me no.
Yes, Revered Mother.
Oh, I
And
like
if he
her
does
outfit.
wish to tell me no,
All things in
I
this
would
world are
appreciate
finite.
him doing so
What
in
one man
person.
gains, another
Yes.
has lost.
Revered
Those who steal from their brothers and sisters.
I like
Greetings,
Mr. Zal.
Herald
to
of
their
Andraste.
livelihood and to their peace of mind. Our Maker sees this with a heavy heart.
How are the people doing?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the people behaving right now?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Oh, there's discussion about romancing Iron Bull happening in the chat. Oh my goodness, all of you guys are in the gutter. How are
Do you
people
have
elsewhere?
information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives.
Okay, so this is the
Villagers
same as
in
before.
Crestwood are besieged by their own dead.
Okay.
People are vanishing in the hills of Ampry. More than that, I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Orlais and Ferelden.
Farewell.
I see.
Farewell.
Okay, then let me see
I
if there's
greet
anything I can help her with. Let's talk about the chantry.
Growing up Dalish, I heard little about your chantry. Can you tell me about it?
Of course. Too many think that the chant of light should only be sung by humans. The truth is that knowledge of the Maker and Andraste should be open to all who wish to learn of him.
I do
We
agree
believe
with
the
her
Maker
on that front,
created us,
though I
and
do
that
not support
mankind's sinful
religion in
nature
general.
caused him
But,
to turn away. With Andraste's blessing, the Maker will forgive mankind once the chant of light is sung from all corners of this world.
I see. Why only human women?
Why does the chantry allow only human women to become priestesses?
The official doctrine is that elves and dwarves have turned further from the Maker than humanity.
Oh, I
and
see.
as for men, the chant holds that they are more vulnerable to anger or passion. But in truth, it is simply political, added after Andraste's death, like too many of our beliefs.
Oh, so she's all for changing the chantry. Interesting. I'm liking her more and more.
If you don't believe these restrictions are what Andraste wanted, why haven't you tried to change them?
Has the current state of the world not taught you the folly of fighting too many battles at once? I chose to use what power I had to help peasants forgotten by the nobles of Orlais.
That is
I
true, that's more
believed
important.
there would be time to address their inequality under the Chantry once we had saved them from starving.
I do like that she sassed me back, but she wasn't like a bitch about it. She was like, hey.
I love political pragmatism. And it's like, man, I'm just smitten.
Oh
my god, a person who has her political views all like in order.
Yeah, Ferb goes, this lady is a real one. I agree too. If I get to have a say in who gets to be the next divine, I may just toss her hat in the ring and be like, her! She's not crazy, pick her. Because that's how it should be. If you're a leader of any political standing, your duty should first and foremost be to the well-being of the people who voted you in. Or, like, the people that, like, the leaders of various countries or organizations or whatever, you serve the people underneath you. So if your people are starving, you should try to do something about that. Yeah, Doc says, wow, a pragmatist with ideals and morals. How do you view... Or actually, how about Exalted Marches?
There were calls for an Exalted March to put down the Mage Rebellion. What was your opinion?
It was ignorant gossip. An exalted march only succeeds when it carries the will of the people. Even then, it cannot be undertaken lightly. People are too easily frightened. We cannot destroy everything they fear. An exalted march is justified only against a true threat to this whole world.
Oh my god, I like her!
It is an offense to the Maker to use it as a political bludgeon, or as a means of spreading the chant of light.
Oh! She's glorious.
A pity voices like yours were not louder when an Exalted March crushed my people.
That is a hotly debated matter in some circles of the Chantry. Your people had conquered Mon and threatened Valreo itself. They were not helpless victims. But even then, Orlais was the only nation to provide troops. It was hardly an exalted march of all the faithful. The Maker wishes his world to spread by example, not by war. We win no converts with blood.
I like that retort.
It's a interesting bit of information, huh?
Huh.
Maybe the elves.
Oh, I was the asshole.
Maybe the elves, maybe the Dalish are conveniently leaving some things out.
That's new information to my ass. I see. Open mouth, insert foot. Yeah, Chaotic said, well, the Dalish made their choice during the Exalted March. Yeah. Well, this just further adds more to what I love about Dragon Age, which is that everything is shades of gray. All of these people, this history is been going on so long that it's like, okay, well, first these people... It's basically just each group going back and forth where some people are being dicks and some people are being good, and then other people are being dicks and other people are being good. And at least thus far, we usually are playing the person caught in the middle who's like, all right, how much of a dick should I be so that things turn out good? And how good should I be to make sure that I don't turn into a dick? Or if you just want to play it as an asshole, you can do that too. We had plenty of people who came in and said that they did. I know that Z likes playing solely evil run-throughs of a lot of the games that he enjoys, so... He told us all about that when we were playing too. Oh, goodness. How do you view magic, exactly?
What is your stance on magic?
Andraste put it simply. Magic must serve man, not rule over him. However, those words must be put into the proper historical context. Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium, whose magisters controlled most of the world at the time. Even then, she never called for all mages to be put to death. She believed in peaceful coexistence.
Wow, she knows her history too! I love her.
I don't recall the Chantry being as tolerant of magic as you describe.
No. The Chantry is an imperfect vessel, pulled in every direction by those who would steer its course. Yet the Templars rebelled precisely because divine Justinia was not restrictive enough. Perhaps the Inquisition will find a better way.
Okay, goodbye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Oh, I like her. Alright. So now we have to go to the war table. Take care of all of that. History time. The Dales refused to help combat the Second Blight, which played a role in causing the Exalted March. Oh, I see. Well, that'd do it for sure. Okay, Mikey. I guess I should probably look at the Orlais chunk of the table, or should I look at the Ferelden side first? I guess
Has Cassandra spoken to you about my new recruits?
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
I would actually look at Orlais first, because all the locations that you're going to be going to right now are in Ferelden, so you can scout those locations. Yes, I know. Save it for later.
The Inquisition needs bees!
So there are a number of tasks that you can accomplish here in Orlais.
Ooh, big knife. Investigate the shards. That costs things. Alright, truth or dare the Imperial Court. A letter addressed to Vivienne lies open on the table. A note has been added at the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. Vivienne. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would have never been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. Oh good, conspiracy time. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape immediately. With deepest concern, Victomes? Lord de Marot.
You may handle this however you wish.
Well, she asked Josephine to take care of it, so let's see what Josephine wants. Or actually, since I'm probably going to go with what Josephine wants. Cullen says, we can't prove the divine is dead, but we could escort people to the crater to see it for themselves. Proving the divine's death would just be used against us. We need to find the source of this rumor, says Liliana. And Josephine says, we need the support of the nobles to combat this rumor. I can arrange a few key visits. I'm going to go with Josephine. Ah, influence. Ambassador. I very much enjoyed your soiree, and I hope to see you at the summer cottage for our picnic luncheon next month. Do not fret about the ghastly things said about your associates. More reasoned heads will prevail, and this foolish gossip will come to nothing. Duke Cyril.
This will also provide you with +5 approval with Vivienne.
Ah! Wunderbar. Red Jenny says, drop and grab. I can make no sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps she can advise? Says Colin. A letter from Sarah follows. For your big hats. Lord whoever says you're rubbish. His servants don't care, but could. Drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. Sarah. A scribble of a heraldic symbol and directions are below. Also Sarah's name 37 times. I see.
Do you want me to let you know the differences between awards? Or rewards, I should say?
Yes.
Josephine, in my opinion, is the better one because it provides you with slight approval with Sarah and also gives you 30 influence. The other two give you gold, but Sarah disapproves.
Ah, good to know. Let's see. Cullen says, we've no time for games. It's far simpler to stop this with soldiers and find favor with this noble. Liliana says, we require middlemen? Secure the goods and the favor of the noble. Josephine says, The heraldry is of a minor house. Shall we instead see what the surprise might be? I see. Well, she did request Josephine. Let's do it. Yeah, big influence. The papers we received from Sarah's friends document a lord's sabotage of a rival's marriage. Quite the scandalous affair. Very useful in implying our influence. Very nice. Thank you, Sarah. The chantry remains. The confrontation with Mother Havara in the Valerial market had the desired effect, to a point. The chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of speculation over the accusations of Lord Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the chantry elects a new divine could be a benefit. Let's see. Our options are... Cullen, we should send a contingent...
Before you choose, I need to read. This one's a complicated one.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I'll read what their options are while you look it up. Cullen, we should send a contingent of Inquisition soldiers to the Grand Cathedral. They can offer protection, and their visibility will remind the clerics that they are not out of our reach. Jesus, Cullen. Liliana, these clerics were not at the Conclave for a reason. They all have secrets and weaknesses that we should exploit. And Josephine, a delicate hand is needed. We should focus on clerics who can be swayed, make their voices louder than those who oppose us. Alright.
Alright, before you commit, I would back out and save.
Oh. I see.
There's a random element of this.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Each choice has a random percentage chance of succeeding. With Josephine having a 75% chance of success, Liliana having a 50% chance of success, and Colin having a 25% chance.
Wow, who'd have thought that putting soldiers in front of the church might make people uncomfortable?
So,
Alright,
yeah.
I quick saved.
Very good.
I was planning to go with Josephine. I this time around like her,
She's best at handling. What a surprise that she's best at handling diplomatic things.
I know.
It's almost like that's her job.
Politics are her bang.
My scouts still
cannot make
comb
a
the
proper
hills for
sentence
clues
to
about the
save her
explosion.
life.
I'll take what I can find.
Yeah, we should focus on the clerics who can be swayed and make their voices louder than those who oppose us. I agree. Ah, we succeeded. Diplomacy won the day. The clerics chosen to receive aid have been most appreciative and have successfully drowned out their detractors. This caused an internal struggle, clerics hiring thugs to kill other clerics. I was forced to intervene. Such despicable behavior from those who aspired to the sunburst throne. The mood at the Grand Cathedral is tense, but for now the chantry can be counted on our political ally.
So you have muscled the chantry into being
being a butthole.
Well, at the very least, being politically useful.
All right, there's
I would hold off on that for now.
Okay. All right, let's check out the little quests in here. Let's start with the bees. I do not know how somebody would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It's a large area to search, however. A memo from Josephine written on a note from Sarah. You know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar 'em safe, but angry, stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Sarah has scribbled a jar of bees hitting somebody in the face and also a butt. Sarah is 5. I'm convinced of this. All right, let's see. That's too large an area to cover. Bounty hunters are a simpler bet. If he's peddling them to fighting forces, my people will find the trail. I can send runners among the bands. If this weapon can help, it will be found. I'm thinking Liliana would probably be good to find. I feel like her you've made it Sarah sound way more Aussie. Oh, I guess I did. Oh well.
There's no difference between those two groups of people.
Oh, I thought you said for the options here at the table.
Oh no! Sorry, I'm saying that that Australians and Brit bongers are indistinguishable from one another.
I don't know if
No.
that's mean to one of those groups of people.
It is to them. Each one of them think it's mean to each other. And that's the ideal outcome. I'm sorry. This is Red Jenny needs more bees.
Yes, the Inquisition needs bees. Inquisition needs more bees.
I'm pretty sure nothing matters here. Yeah, nothing matters here. Just do whatever.
Liliana, find me bees. Hey, we got a jar of bees grenade recipe. We've received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered, "Of course!" It was quite disturbing. Yes! Bees! Look, whenever a game gives you an opportunity to unleash bees upon your enemy, you should do it. It never fails. In Cult of the Lamb, the spell that unleashes the bees, I mean, it's called, like, the Hounds of something or other, but it's basically bees. You fire many, many bees. And they seek targets, and they're great. D&D, summon bees, do it. In this game, bee grenade, yes. In that one game that I probably should play, what is it? Oh, I'm so bad remembering names of things, Mikey. What's the game where one of your enemies is called a Big Daddy? It's the underwater one. It's really popular, and I hate that I can't remember what it's called.
Big Daddy?
Yeah, it's a big dive suit with a drill on its arm. That's
Bioshock.
Bioshock, thank you.
Everybody
in the chat went, Bioshock?
I've never heard Bioshock described that way before.
I couldn't remember it was called Bioshock, but I know that Bioshock has...
entitled to the sweat of his brow.
I know that it has a spell where you can fire bees. That's all that matters. Kayak says, I'm getting the feeling that tented fingers is basically the middle finger. Oh, what it means is putting together each of the fingers on your hand. And like if you've ever seen The Simpsons with Mr. Burns going, excellent. It's that hand gesture. But it would be funny if it was just the middle fingers. Of course. Alright. Soldiers missing. I completed. Yeah, that's just getting money. Done. And so, we just have Cult of Andraste. Before the Fifth Blight and the arrival of the hero Ferelden, Haven was occupied by cultists who worshipped a dragon, one they believed to be Andraste reborn. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the Temple of Sacred Ashes, but there still may be uncovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. Oh, Josephine will not do this one.
Your choice this time. Well, I mean, saying it doesn't matter makes it sound like it's irrelevant, but there is no significant
The rewards do not change.
The rewards are the same.
Yeah. Colin says, I'm leery of what we might find in these passages, but we have enough soldiers for a search. They will simply need to be careful. Liliana says, this is a task best left to a few select agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous magic. I have just the ones in mind. I'll go with what Liliana does. Ooh, we got an amulet. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the Sacred Ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove of use. Nice. Alright, we have done all the things on the thing. What is Champions of the Just? Well, it costs a lot of power, so we're not doing that, but that's a lot of something over there. Oh, there's more secrets of Andraste. The runes discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search are of a type never seen before, neither in Tevinter nor Elven, and perhaps dating back to the time of Andraste herself. There are few who might be able to translate the script, and the benefit of doing so is unknown.
Similarly, pick whoever you want.
Liliana says we have agents with magical knowledge and the means to acquire text. Let's work on this ourselves. Or, I know several Antivan scholars who can be discreet. They would happily translate these runes for us. Liliana, I trust you.
Let's see what we have.
Interestingly, the runes are Almari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates, quote, an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow it down further. Aha! Upon the waking sea. The Almari runes found in the mountain passage outside Haven have finally given up more of their secrets, pointing to one of the larger islands off the northern coast of Ferelden. The island is quite large and covered in dense wilderness, so searching it will be an involved process. According to the runes, however, there should be some connection to the original disciples of Andraste and the Guardian of the Sacred Ashes. Alright, does it matter who I select, Mikey?
Let me take a look.
Ferb took out a bot and Doc went, "Ha! Cheap viewers, why would we need this? We're free right here." And Ferb went, "Yeah, in fact, we pay the streamer." I know, and I appreciate it so much.
You're negative free.
I know.
What is the? I don't think the English language has a term that's a negative of free. Like, we have an opposite of free, but we don't have a negative of free.
Oh, negative free meaning when something is technically free, but you decide to give people money anyway, like a tip or a donation or whatever.
I guess given... I don't know. Anyway, your choice was, like, the rewards don't differ.
Okay. Let's see. As soon as we show interest in the area, others will follow, so let's go in force and occupy the island, says Cullen. Liliana says this requires stealth, a few skilled agents given enough time to quietly search the islands. And Josephine says, I know of a few adventurers trustworthy enough to send to the islands. Let them search and report back to us. I was gonna go with Liliana, but Josephine makes me feel, her offer makes me feel like we're the person in D&D giving the quest to the players. And I love that, so I'm gonna go with that.
Let us begin.
Ah, an enhanced belt of urgency. We found what we were looking for, an ancient vault, all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, no doubt untouched for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and what we found within was, interesting. According to an agent named, I guess that might be an archaic spelling of Ryan? I'm gonna say Ryan. This was the retreat of one of the lost of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of the sacred ashes. Sacred ashes? He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It is a significant find that will undoubtedly prove of great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them a few years to sort through all the debris. That's nice. Awesome! Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Now I have things to drop off in my room, and then wrap up the stream, because we actually spent the entirety of the stream in our base. But Inquisition's a big game,
Mistress
so it makes sense.
do you have a moment?
Cassandra approved. Sarah approved.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Turn in research.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Oh, I didn't kill anything, so I have nothing new for that.
But you already dropped stuff off.
Yeah, it says no creature research items to remove.
Yeah, you dropped stuff off.
Why do I still have a quest for the war room?
Because you haven't scouted the locations and gone to the places that you need to in order to do the quests that you have.
Oh.
If you go in.
I thought I had done them all.
You have not scouted the place in Orlais, I don't believe.
No.
You also have
yes,
that. You also have that the
there's
Templar
the quest
thing,
too.
which I would avoid doing.
All right. Let's check this.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Oh. Only connections can help. Sister Liliana, the shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Although ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. So these are the things that were inside the skulls. I've heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Hastily scrawled below. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? Hell yeah. New area unlocked. With thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I have yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one? Enchanter Renaud. Would you like to gather them? No, not yet. Investigate strange chalk markings. From the Rector's reports. Do you know the sign? A triangle, point down, two wavy lines through it? Lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. That is the alchemical symbol of water, or at least it's very close to it.
Ah, this is a point of discussion amongst the fan base.
About the triangle and wiggly lines?
And what it represents.
I say.
The rewards do not change, so
okay.
Choose whoever you wish.
Josephine says, I could follow up on Argent's lead. The Comtesse de Bayard is reclusive and has remained steadfastly neutral in all matters, but I'm certain I can find some way to gain her cooperation. And Liliana's suggestion, what about a decoy outpost set up near a trade route and watched carefully? If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them. That is true, but we should never pass by an opportunity to make a buddy. Ooh, we got influence. Lady Caprina reports having had a wonderful tea with the Comtesse and has delivered a transcript of the conversation. The triangle? Oh, I remember it well, drawn in my open ledger by a visiting Antivan trader for whom I wished to buy a ship. The deal immediately fell through. I assume I did not react to the triangle in a way that he appreciated. As he left, he said to me, do not be so...
Anticipated.
As he left, he said to me, do not be so eager to ride the waves, madam. Those across the seas will come soon enough. So it is the alchemical symbol for water! I was right.
This faction, you will learn more about, but they are very interesting.
Let's see. Alright. Nothing new here. And... Alright then. The triangle is still there. I'm assuming that will be there forever. Probably because I can always just go do the gold thing. Alright. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to do before I pick location to go?
When there was no sky maker, you were the sky. When there was no...
Alright, let's see. What do we got? Contact with the mages. Contact the that's how I can contact the Templars. That's how. Oh, that's what the thing that cost 15 influence was. Yike. The Lone Warden. Captain of the Charges. Seeing red. Oh yeah, that's the... I guess we should probably go and do this. Because if this is a new companion, I want to do that. And then possibly the Lone Warden one. So, how do I... Oh god, I'm trying to remember how I can gather forth my party and go. I've only done it the 2 times.
Go to the map. World map. Select the place you want to go.
It's the Storm Coast. Alright, let's go. Alright, we'll get here and then we'll do a hard save.
Well, you'll have a cutscene first, and then you'll do a hard save.
Yes. I mean, that's what I figured. Travel to location. Whom shall bring we bring? Which of our shooty people shall we bring? Should we bring Sarah or should we bring Varric? Varric is better equipped, but Sarah is new and sassy. And since
It is up to you.
And since our friend Solus is very elven, she'll have a terrible time. What do you guys think?
That is up to you.
I will ask the chat
to
then. My dear chat, what do you think? Shall we bring Sarah or should we bring Varric? Which of our pew-pews do we bring? I'll give them a moment to decide. Oh. One vote for Varric, one vote for Sarah. Let's see if anybody breaks the tie. I like both, says the tie remains. But I want Sarah to travel with Vivienne. I see. Well, let me grab a coin then. In this case, a die. If it is an even number, so if there's no Viv in the group, then Varric. Let's roll a die then. If it's an odd number, it'll be Varric. If it's an even number, it'll be Sarah. It is an even number, so we're bringing Sarah. I forgot her profile looks like that. She's such a little gremlin. Maybe that's what she is. Maybe she's part goblin, Mikey. Sarah is very funny with Vivienne. I see. Alright, you know what then? Whoops. No. Oh, okay, see, that's how this works. Okay. In that case, let's just bring our two new people and see. Oh, hers is so dignified. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Wanting to bring Solus on all of these excursions is like bringing Varric on all of the other ones. Is like, I want to hear what he has to say about the lore. He knows so much of the lore. Oh, it is the girl squad. It's a girls' night. Yay, girl part. It's the beach episode, Mikey. We're going to the seaside and it's all ladies.
Nice.
For the men, the pens, and the bisexuals. All girl beach day. And the lesbians. I can't believe I almost forgot the lesbians. Somebody's gonna get mad at me.
That's fair.
Like,
they're the new model.
What? 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 I don't understand what that meant. Lesbians are the new model?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The new model of what?
The new model. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, okay.
Is it that hard to follow? Like, is it really confusing?
I mean, I don't know what you... I don't know.
You said you almost forgot the lesbians, and I said, yeah, that's fair. They're a new model.
Oh, okay. I see.
I guess a person? I don't know. I just thought it was funny. But, okay. If you really want to dissect it, I guess I thought it was funny because they're not new, and that's what's funny about it. The funny thing about it to me was that they're not new, but saying that they're new and referring to them as a model, I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Your worship.
Oh, I thought her arms were gone, and I was like, oh, Christ, what happened? She's just
I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them.
I see.
Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
No, the chat's making fun of me now because of you, Mikey. Doc said Alex rolled a nat 1 on her understanding roll, and Mikey rolled an 18. No!
I mean, like, it's not. I don't think the humor is like, ha ha ha. That's the most amazing. It's just like a little funny thing. Like,
No, I was originally going to laugh and say I like that your response was basically yes to my question, but then you continued on and said, "Is it really that confusing?" And then I got confused because I thought I'd missed something really obvious, and it all fell apart. I'm dying live on the air, and you're laughing.
oh yeah, I am.
I see. I'll look into it.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact
You don't need to call
location
me
for
Your
the
Worship,
bandits,
thank you.
but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Oh, she's so cute. Both personality-wise and in... Oh, no, her hat... Oh, no, I have no hats on. That's why. I guess I should have said hats, but only for Vivienne. Oh, well.
You missed. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I hear it. I don't see it, though.
It's because you just whizzed right past it. Yeah, I love that you're like, let me look around, and then you move the camera around so fast that you can't see anything. you whizzed past it like twice. It's just a dragon flying around and up in the sky.
I don't see it. You're mean.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Where is it? Like you're moving the camera around so fast that it's just a blur. It's just blurring around. I don't see it. Where is it? Explain it.
Doc said, I guess that marriage proposal to Mikey isn't coming anytime soon. Bold of you to assume I didn't already.
Also, bold of you to assume this isn't normal marriage stuff.
I know. Bold of you to assume that just isn't how we are all the time. Help me level up Vivienne to make up for
Alex gives as good as she gets.
Yes, I do.
Don't worry.
I know. His whole family does it all the time. Everybody in this family loves poking fun at each other. It's perfect. I found my people. Help me level up Vivienne, Mikey.
As I've said before, Vivienne is kind of in a weird spot because her specialization is kind of useless in the hands of an AI.
You said fire.
So yeah, I would just build fire for the most part.
Yeah. You said chaotic focus is where we were supposed to
well, yes, that's good, but I would get fire mine first.
Fire mine first? Okay. She has bombs.
And Sarah can also level up, by the way.
I bet this doesn't come up during family gatherings. It does.
What doesn't come up at family gatherings?
You and I giving each other guff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, the jar of bees! I know what I'm giving, I know what I'm going to give, Sarah.
Yeah, we're like, my family gatherings were always, like, poking fun and laughing.
Jar of bees. Yen? Should have lyrium. Perfect. The bees need names? All of them? Well, how many bees are in the jar?
A lot? It's like a cloud of bees, dude. Like, how are you gonna name all of them?
Fine, I'm gonna name them all Beatrice, okay?
Yeah, they're all Beatrice.
All Beatrice. And they each have their own social security number. But you can't know what it is because that's private.
It's like Spartans. It's like the name and then a number. The Beatrice 1, Beatrice 2, Beatrice 117.
Sarah. B117. Sarah has a point.
Beyonce is the queen bee.
Of course.
As always.
As always. Alright, so we're giving her... we're giving her shooty bang bang. All of your sunder and poison effects less long.
You're looking for Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get explosive shot, and then you can get one of the upgrades for it later.
Nice. Alright then. Great. Do you have an upgrade as well? I should have checked.
No.
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 Word for you.
No! No word for me! No word for me. Alright then.
Well, you were done.
I am done.
Time to save.
I am.
Get ready to leave.
Poor Sarah, I hope we find clothes for her soon.
I don't.
Gonna wash it all up. Well, alright then. And that's how we're gonna leave this turn.
I mean, how long has Sarah been, or not Sarah? How long has Solus been like shirtless running around?
I
Come
mean,
on.
that's true. That's true. He only recently got a jacket, and that's only
Honestly,
because we had not.
that was your biggest mistake in this game so far.
Bathe in the waking seas.
Everyone should wear revealing clothing. It's funnier that way.
It is the beach episode. I should take everyone's clothes off.
True.
Tell you what, if you guys remind me on Monday, I'll take a screenshot of everybody down by the ocean's edge, wearing only their skivvies.
Oh my god, you could do
suits.
you could do one of your monthly rewards.
We could do Inquisition.
An illustration. Yeah, an illustration of your Pookie Solus, and as well as like 2 other people and your Inquisitor all on the beach. Yeah.
Now we need to play the Nicki Minaj song.
Inquisition beach episode.
Yeah, Doc's all for that. Alright, well, then in that case, we can have that be a possibility for November. I know that we did want an Inquisition wallpaper then, so why not that one? And I say that only because October is when I will make something spooky, because it's my favorite holiday.
I'm trying to remember, other than Blackwall and Iron Bull, you'll have you have like once you get those guys, it'll be a full party. I think. Woo! I'm trying to remember if there's anybody else to recruit.
Is
I don't think
Blackwall
so.
the guy with the ridiculously big hat? I know there's somebody with a big
Oh
hat.
no! I can't believe I completely forgot Dorian and Cole. No, you actually, yeah, there are 4 more.
There's 2 other people.
There's 4 people in total, because the 2 that you're gonna get, Iron Bull and Blackwall,
and then 2 more. Oh, I see.
And then 2 more.
Aha!
I can't believe I forgot about that. Dorian's one of my favorites.
It would need to contain all the companions. Okay, well then hopefully by the time November rolls around, I'll have everybody in my party. Hey.
And no, Blackwall. Yeah, Chaotic's right. Blackwall's not the person who wears the big hat.
Okay, so somebody else who has the big hat. Aren't there 10 companions, or are there 8? I don't know. We're gonna find out together. I guess 8. All right then. It's time to wrap up. I don't have any housekeeping stuff. Just actually, I do have a little something. In the future. Well, currently I'm working on some emotes. I've been putting sketches of them, and works in progress in them in the Discord chat. Both the art one and the sketchbook one. Let's see. But I also am planning to make a it's called a Fugi for Mike, so that he can have a little PNG tuber as well. So it will do stuff when Mike speaks. You've probably seen other streamers have them, where they'll have like a tiny version of their friend sitting in the corner that like blinks when they speak. But you can do other fun things with it too. So I'm gonna get Mikey his own little VTuber person. Aw, thank you, Biotic. Biotic gave us hugs. I'm glad you had an amazing time, especially since we spent all of it in camp. But we'll be on the coast next time. So.
That's BioWare games, man.
Yeah.
Half the game is just talking to people.
Yeah, if you're not here for talking to people and reading notes I found in the basement, I don't know what game you thought you were gonna be playing.
For it? It's the game.
That's the game. Not the game trademark from Orlais.
Like who's like, oh, I hate that you're playing this narrative game and doing story
Oh, I
stuff.
can't believe you spent all of this episode.
I want to see you run around and harvest elf root.
I mean, you're gonna see that too, but... You're welcome! Doc said thank you for the stream. But yes, that's the stuff that we have. Other than that, I can't think of anything. I have an Auntie little baby walking around my feet, which means she probably wants to be cleaned up and given a diaper so she can walk around, which is fine. How dare you be so slow with that game you're playing for the first time? My god. There are people like that. Look, I had a comment.
And fuck those people. Don't pay any mind to them. You play the game at your pace.
Yeah, I don't know what episode.
You play the game
at
my pace.
Sometimes. On occasion. No. Actually, on one of my my Let's Plays, I don't remember which episode it was, but on one of my episodes of Limbo, somebody commented saying that they hated that I was talking and they wished I would shut up. And I didn't reply to it, but at the time I looked at it and I was like, wow, you had that much energy here and leave that negative comment. Also, it's a Let's Play. If you want one without commentary, find a walkthrough. Like, what? What do you mean? I wish you wouldn't speak. Okay. So yeah, there are some people who are like it. Doc goes, the audacity of that bitch. I know, right? The audacity. No speak, only play. There's some channels that do that. If that's the kind of thing you want, go find a walkthrough. Like, come on. It's not, they don't exist. Anyway. I didn't want you guys get offended. I just meant, like, yeah, there are some people who do that. You wouldn't think they would, but I don't know. There's somebody with incredibly tiny hills to die on, you know? But anyway, I want to thank you guys all for stopping by. I hope that we will see you again on Friday for our, hopefully, completion of Halo Wars 2. We should finish it, I think. If not, it'll definitely be the one after, so I'm going to have to get my grubby little paws on Infinite and get that ready. Let's see. As always, all my social links are below the video, including links to things like the Patreon, where you can support me for as little as $1, which will get you into the Discord and free art and things on higher tiers. You can also support me here on Twitch, and if you support me on both, I will combine those amounts and pop you up to the appropriate tier that would put you in otherwise. But yes, that is it. Once again, thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope I'll see you on Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye!
Goodbye!
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon, and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, A Ferb Among Us, Dizarin, and Revolution 72. Thank you guys so much for your continued support.